Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. And this is an earlier video than normal because I'm normally off the weekend, so it's fantastic to get in there early, get the news out to you as fast as I can. And today we are going to be talking about some latest developments according to reports. They're all according to reports, by the way, so heads up. Latest development on Bruno Fernandes, Dybala and Mandzukic. I always pronounce it wrong, but let's dive straight in. So apparently Bruno Fernandes has left the training ground after meeting to finalize his transfer targets. So according to record, Fernandes and his agent Miguel Pinho met with the club president and sporting director on Friday morning. So you can see on the right side, on your right side, my left side obviously, that pictures emerged that he has left the training ground after having talks with the president and the sporting director over a possible transfer. Now the problem here is reports are claiming that Tottenham are in for him and they are apparently the front runners, as in they are favourites to land Bruno Fernandes. Now, if they land Bruno Fernandes, apparently it will cost them, for the captain, around £64 million. I believe that we were in for him for in and around £55 million. That was the initial proposal, but they want £64 million, and that will get that sorted. Personally, for me, I hope Spurs don't get it, because it seems like we are doing like one transfer a week or a month, you know, at a time. And if we were so focused on Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, which has been confirmed yesterday, then definitely, you know, we are not going to be doing a second deal, or we will not be concentrating on a second deal simultaneously. I just hope that now that the Harry Maguire stuff is out of the way, we can focus on Bruno Fernandes. And £64 million for a player. Obviously, Ed is probably negotiating terms or thinking about negotiating terms, just like how he is doing with Dybala, which we'll come back to in a bit. But apparently while doing that, Spurs have kind of ran into the front line and possibly is the favourites ahead of us to land Bruno Fernandes. Now, these pictures could mean anything. It can mean that he finished his training, albeit a bit too early for my liking, and went home to rest. Or it could mean that he had his talks, this is how he feels, and transfers gonna happen, he left. It could mean either way. So, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you feel these images really mean for Bruno Fernandes? Looking at Spurs team, I know we don't talk about Spurs, but let's look at it quickly. They have a lot of midfielders: Sissoko, Ndombele that they signed, Eriksen, Dele Alli. Just to name a few. Where is Bruno Fernandes going to fit in? Unless Eriksen is leaving, where it was rumoured across the season, some bits and bobs, that he might be leaving because he has only 1 year left in his contract and he can leave for free next season and he's not signing a contract. Now, if a situation arises where Bruno Fernandes moves to Spurs and in return we stop pursuing Bruno Fernandes and go for Eriksen instead, there may be a little bit of internal agreement and only someone like Ed Woodward can pull that off, then yeah, I'll be very happy with that. You're getting a proven midfielder in Eriksen who's yet to hit his peak. He's a playmaker. Whether he's hardworking as much as Bruno Fernandes, I'm not too sure, but he is definitely a person that can go slot into the Premiership and can perform because he is used to the league, the culture and everything around it. So I'll be sort of happy with that. Although Bruno Fernandes had an impressive season, you have to understand that it was in the Portuguese league, which with all due respect is not the strongest of leagues. So whether he'll come in to United or the Premiership, it will take him time to develop his own set of mental attributes, the tactics, the culture. It might take a bit of time, but generally speaking, Portuguese players are a general success in Manchester United. Especially, you know what I'm trying to say. The last Portuguese player didn't do so bad for us at all, did he? But anyway, that's the latest on Bruno Fernandes. We're gonna move on to the Dybala transfer, rumors, swap deals, whatever. So apparently Dybala has been training alone last few days. He was not allowed next to the first team, which is a shame, because a player of his quality, for him to be isolated that much, especially considering the fact that he doesn't really want to go, it is a very, very strange situation. And apparently he is yet to talk with Sarri, and once he talks with Sarri, there will be some concrete decision on his side, because Lukaku and Juventus, they have agreed terms, but we're just waiting for Dybala to say yes. And he is not going to say yes until he talks face to face with Sarri, and apparently that has yet to be taken place. And since then he has been training alone, and he is told to be training alone until 5th of August. I don't know why, till Monday. So this weekend we might see loads of breaking news. You never know, you might see a breaking news later on today come out of the blue. You never know. But this is the situation on Dybala, who is requesting a reported figure of £350,000 a week, and that's where the kinks are. That's where the initial sort of obstacle for him coming to us is, because we are not prepared to give him that much. Also, the latest report around him are saying that the image rights, there's some things to sort out around the image rights, like how the advertising work, how much Dybala will get, because Dybala is a worldwide name, and he is coming to United, who is a worldwide brand. Unfortunately, under Woodward, we have become a business brand more than a pure footballing brand. So they're apparently sorting out these kinks, and negotiations are not far away. It's just little bits and bobs, but that's according to rumours. Also, a bit around Mandzukic. So Mandzukic signed the contract last season, but apparently Juventus want to offload him. He's 33 years old, and we reportedly are about to possibly take him as well for around £15 million, or a possible sort of deal with Lukaku, Dybala and Mandzukic being involved. Personally, for me, he's a different type of player. I mean, he's definitely a target man. He is 33, so he'll give us a bit of an experience, much like what Zlatan gave us up front, which is not too bad if he's here for a couple of seasons or so, or season at least. It will also kind of take away a lot of pressure from, say, Martial, Dybala himself, Rashford and Greenwood. These are still young players, and they can learn from someone like Mandzukic, who's done it all, who's went around. He's a big game player. Mentality is big, and to have him for a season or so, just like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I do not mind. But if it was a case of, here, take Lukaku, but give us Mandzukic and give us money on top for Lukaku, but no Dybala, then I will be worried. I will be extremely angry, actually, and I'm sure most of you guys will agree. I do not mind having him for a season if he is on top of Dybala as well, just to give the youngsters we have a bit of leadership attributes, a bit of a presence in the dressing room, a bit of a guidance, especially for the strikers, and a bit of a time and gap to develop, because Daniel James is young, Rashford is young, Martial is young, Dybala is going to be new in the league, he's also young. To have someone like that up front to kind of direct and come on towards the end, give a different sort of dimension in the tactical approach, then yeah, fantastic. It will be fantastic. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these reports are true? Obviously, they're all speculation at this point, but you never know. We have a lot of speculation around Manchester United recently, especially this summer. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. On to the last bit. So, as you guys know, I pick a commenter from my previous comments, so get commenting, guys, highlight it and discuss it. So today's comment comes from Kumara Raghava. So first of all, thank you so much for the comment, buddy. He says, and it's in regards to yesterday's video around Harry Maguire, the £80 million confirmation. In an inflated market, the price is understandable, but we need to prioritize Fernandes over Dybala. Fernandes has the ability to defend and attack, where Dybala does not track back and is hesitant in making those runs in the 6-yard box. Yes, it is an inflated market, unfortunately, and it is a market where everybody knows United need to rebuild, so automatically the prices will go up. And yeah, I mean, £80 million, if £80 million paying an extra £10-15 million ensures that we get into the top 4, and commercially we are a success next season, because top 4 will give us a lot more money. We're in the Champions League, we can challenge for titles, god damn it. Then yeah, I'm fine with that. Look at what Van Dijk happened to Van Dijk? £75 million. There was a lot of eyebrows raised. Now look at him. He's helped them win the Champions League. He's helped them consistently challenge for the league. He's helped them play a brand of football where it's very attractive. And Liverpool has reported record-breaking profits. So if Woodward thinks like that, yeah, it's fine. Paying an extra £10 million to be able to get into the Champions League, to be able to challenge for trophies, to be able to be commercially generating that amount of cash, fine, that's fine by me. On to your second point, yes, we need to prioritise Fernandes over Dybala, because at the moment, midfield is the place where we need it the most. We lost Fellaini, we lost Herrera. We can't be going to a season where Pogba's 50-50. Matic is declining big time. Fred, McTominay, Pereira, they hit and miss. That midfield 3 days is so bad. So yes, we do need to prioritise Fernandes. If it was between Dybala and Fernandes, I'll go for Fernandes 100%. Dybala is just a bonus, I think, came in over the last few days or so. But Fernandes is definitely someone that we need. He'll also, his hardworking attributes, I've heard a lot about his hardworking attributes, but it also kind of takes away a lot of pressure from Paul Pogba if he does end up staying. Because if Pogba gets marked out of the United games, which happens, or if he feels like he doesn't want to perform, which has happened, then we'll always have another player next to him to give the opposition a bit of a worry. So I agree with your comments there, but thank you so much for the comment anyway. Anyways guys, if you are brand new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I hope you like the content. If you do like it, consider subscribing, and if you're a returner, I bid you welcome. If you like what you see, as always, hit the like button. It goes a long way for a channel like mine. It's still a fairly small channel, and it's only grown because of you guys. But I hope to come back in probably if there's any breaking news later on in the day, because I know it's around 2 p.m. where I live, so we've got the whole day kind of, you never know what can come out. It might come out more news around Dybala, more news around Fernandes. I'll bring you straight away. But anyway guys, thank you so much for joining in, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload.